Hello, this is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. So happy to be joined today by Paul Hales, who is owner, CEO of Theory Professional. Topic of conversation is, of course, ISE. It's coming up, days away, hours away. We're so excited about one of the biggest shows in the industry, if not the biggest show in the AV industry. Of course, Theory Professional will be there, and that's why we invited Paul on to talk a little bit about the brand and what you're going to be doing there. So thank you, Paul, for joining us. Really appreciate the time investment.
Yeah, Dan, thanks for having me.
So why don't we get right into it? Theory might be new to the show as far as exhibiting there, but you're certainly not new to the speaker business, a well-respected name already. Do you want to contextualize the brand a little bit and let people know, A, what the brand does, what the company does, and B, why you're going to be at ISE this year?
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so let me just spend half a minute or maybe a minute giving you a little bit of background. A lot of the folks attending ISE may not be familiar with the brand. Viewers of this video may not be familiar with us, but we've been around in the loudspeaker business for a long time. So back in the 1900s, I designed and we sold products that were high-end two-channel products, so like audiophile kind of loudspeakers. And then in 2000, I was invited to join QSC to establish the R&D department for loudspeakers there. So I was loudspeaker employee number one at QSC back in 2000, so 25 years ago, right? So I'm starting to age myself here. Um, so I spent 4 years there, established a small team of engineers there, developed some products I'm still proud of, and then I left there in 2004 and started a business called Pro Audio Technology, or we call it Pro for short. And for 20 years, Pro has been making high-end, sort of professional style loudspeakers for very high-end private screening rooms. Okay, so we have many of the most famous people in the world are pro clients that have pro systems in their dedicated theaters in the movie business, in a music business, things like that. So then in 2019, we introduced a second brand, Theory. And then finally in 2023, we launched Theory Professional at Infocom in the United States. So what Theory is it really takes what I've done with Pro, which is marrying sort of my two former lives, hi-fi sound with very high output, very high dynamic range, sort of sound reinforcement, professional style loudspeakers. And that's our claim to fame. So anybody who has heard Theory, either here at our experience center that I'm sitting in at the moment, or at Infocom in 2023 or 2024, or Cedia in 2023 or 24, can attest. We're making a small group of very high quality, very high performance products that can kind of go everywhere and do everything and solve a lot of problems without having to sift through a catalog of 120 different loudspeakers, right? So we're here to make it sound better and make it easier for the consultants and the integrators.
Thank you, Paul. Make it sound better, make it easier. I think that's going to be music to those channel partners, those integrators, those consultants' ears, and I'm sure it already is. As you say, Theory has already pretty well established itself, but it's going to be a big ISE for you. I know that for sure. People are going to be flocking to 3N 620. That includes me, myself. What can people look forward to doing when they get there? What demos or activations or interactions can they expect when they get to 3N 620?
Yeah, so what we've done, anybody who's seen us at one of the other shows will understand this. We tend to put a lot of speakers in a room and we group them into several different systems. I think at Infocom last year we demonstrated 9 or 10 different systems comprised of almost all of our products. So what we have at ISE is kind of a miniaturized version of that. We have kind of a small demo room where the primary system in there is actually a surround sound system. So there's a sound bar based Dolby Atmos system that utilizes our indoor surface mount loudspeaker, our outdoor surface mount loudspeaker, our sound bars, our commercial architectural subwoofers. And within the context of that loudspeaker setup, we're also going to play all those individually. We have pendant loudspeakers for the Atmos channels. So we'll be able to demonstrate the surface mount product, the soundbar product, the pendant product, which is also the ceiling speaker. So the ceiling speaker becomes a pendant and it also becomes an outdoor bollard speaker. And then in addition to that, we have some sort of larger format, higher output stuff that's new that we're kind of previewing, where we hopefully can turn it up loud and shake some pant legs and give a preview into some sound reinforcement products we're going to be introducing in 2025.
It's really exciting, Paul. I mean, it's really going beyond the spec sheet. With something like this, high quality audio, you want it to be experiential. You want it to be immersive. You want to be in that environment and experience that sound. And that sounds like exactly what you have planned for ISE.
That's right. And in fact, that's the only way really that we found that we can convey what the brand does. Because if we try to use words to do it, we're going to be picking the same adjectives and the same stuff that all the other brands are going to be saying. And it's impossible for a client or a designer or a consultant to differentiate, right? However, our sound quality, our performance speaks for itself. And so we've invested heavily in a showroom here in Southern California because we bring people in and we demonstrate how different this stuff is. So if you look at our website, there's a lot of language on the website around us being different than the normal brands that everyone's used to. And we genuinely are quite different, both in the way the products are built as well as the way they perform. And so what we do is we let the product's performance speak for itself, and that's what we're going to do at ISE, is in a small room, put a bunch of stuff, play it for everyone, and let everyone sort of determine how we've done. Our promise is to deliver the best performance available in any product category we enter, and so then we demonstrate the products, and then we let the listeners decide if we've done that or not.
I know that's a promise you intend to deliver on. You mentioned the showroom space in SoCal. Obviously, you're going to be at ISE. For those who want to learn more about theory, want to learn more about how you're shaping the future of sound, what can they do other than go to the SoCal showroom and go to ISE and see you there?
Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of information on theoryprofessional.com. So one word, the word theory, then professional.com. There's all kinds of data there. There's all kinds of background information. There's all kinds of product info. So they should check that out and then come see us in Barcelona.
I look forward to doing that myself, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul Hales, owner, CEO of Theory, for being here with me today. I look forward to seeing you at 3 and 6:20 in just hours at this point. Can't wait to check it all out myself.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you again, Paul. My name is Dan Farisi, Group Editor, Commercial and Security with Emerald. Please keep your eyes on commercialintegrator.com throughout ISE and afterward for more exciting content from industry leaders like Theory Professional. Thank you so much.